All right, so some of you may know that I operate a very itty bitty little CSA, Community Supported Agriculture. What that means is basically I offer up memberships or shares at the beginning of the growing season. People buy in to that, and then I grow produce for them and offer them weekly seasonal locally grown produce. And I actually deliver it to their door. So that's really handy, I would think. This is my first year doing it, and it's teeny tiny, only 5 people or 5 families or shares. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm learning a lot. I'm excited to potentially expand next year. And I thought that I should probably show you a little bit of what I'm harvesting before I send it off, just so you can see that as a part of my garden tour. So here we go. So I just harvested these beets. Yes, these are beets. They are white beets called avalanche beets. And if you are not a big fan of beets, how many more times can I say the word beets? But if you're not a big fan of the earthy flavor of beets, these are supposed to be a lighter, slightly sweeter flavor. And obviously you can use the greens as well. And then over here I have baby beets. So this is actually a little bit bigger than ideal to harvest, but they're just the little baby beets. Roast them. They have really pretty vining in the leaves, and so those are my beets. I'm in what I call my grow shed, and in my grow shed I have a fridge, so once I harvest things I can just stick them right in the fridge. So let me show you what I have in there right now. So earlier this morning I harvested green beans. Just the first ones coming on. Pretty fun. And I also harvested a lot of peas. They're big and beautiful and delicious. And the last of this round of radishes came out of the ground as well. I have a yellow squash that I harvested. And obviously I got my microgreens packaged and ready to go as well. So I love having this fridge, love being able to keep my produce cool. I just harvested it all this morning. So you might have seen in there strawberries, and I do grow strawberries, but I don't have enough coming on right now to offer to those who purchase shares. So something that I do is I go to local farms or through the farmers market. I procure locally grown produce and offer that up in my shares as well. So what I have right here is kind of my makeshift wash station. So they say good food comes dirty, or local food, or whatever, something like that. And that's true. But I do try to rinse off as much of the dirt as I can. And so I've just put, these are actually dresser drawers, old dresser drawers, and I just in the bottom put hardware cloth. And then I have some, whatever those are called, sawhorses that I use to prop them up on. And then I just use my little spritzer and spray. So this was kind of a fun surprise. In where I had my where I had my potatoes planted last year, some voluntary potato plants came up, and I thought, I'll just let them grow and see what happens. But then today I was like, I need to pull these out because I want to plant some other things for late summer, early fall harvest. And I actually found quite a bit of really nice red potatoes. And I also have some miniature Chinese cabbages, think like Napa cabbage. I have been having bug issues, and I knew the heat was going to be ticking up next week, so it was time to pull these babies off. Good morning. It's a blistery, wet morning this morning, but it's my CSA delivery day, and so I thought I'd show you a little more of the process. This morning I went ahead and harvested some fresh herbs that I'm going to include in my baskets. So I have fresh basil, which would make a delicious pesto, and I have some fresh mint that I will be putting in these little snack size bags.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
While this weather is not great for my heat-loving plants like my tomatoes and peppers and eggplant, it is great for my cooler weather crops like my beets that are still growing, cabbages that I still get out there. So, you win some, you lose some. So another thing I like to do for my CSA members is I can't provide everything. So I do like to get fresh local produce when I can. So the girls and I today are gonna go do what?
Pick blueberries.
We're gonna go pick blueberries. These are my other 2 lead girls over here. And so here we go. Yeah. All right, girls, how many pounds of berries did we pick?
I don't know, but we got a lot.
She said 17 pounds. Yes, now you can snack on them. Yummy.
Yeah.